Everything Browns Nation, everything Browns Nation. It's 12 o'clock on a Sunday. We are here. The countdown begins to Tennessee. I'm just jumping over games like I did last week. Who cares about the preseason? No, I'm joking. But welcome to Everything Browns Nation. I want to appreciate everybody who is watching right now live on YouTube. This is the Everything Browns Nation podcast, and if you're new, like, subscribe, share. I want to thank all the new subscribers who's come along to the page. I appreciate everybody who's subscribed to the page, who's liked it, who's shared it. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like on this video if you're watching now. Let's get it rolling. It's Sunday. It's Browns football. We're counting down the days. You can see on the bottom left side of your screen, 21 days until kickoff, until the real deal begins. I'm excited. I'm ready to roll. Let me know how you're feeling if you are in the comments, if you're live on YouTube. If you catch this on the replay and you want to make a comment, let me know how you're feeling whenever you watch this, because as Browns fans, we have to stick together. We have to do it because this year it's us against the world. We'll get on that a little bit later. I'm going to look at the comments and see if anybody's with me. Dog Check says Chad Coy. If you ask for it, you get it.
Dog check!
And my sound effects machine is working right already. Cheryl says dog check. Hey, Corey. She gets one as well. No, she doesn't because it's not. Well, there we go. No. Oh, my goodness. Come on. Let's go. Let's get it.
Dog check!
There we go. Dog check. Aaron says, good morning, Corey. What's up? And Clyde says, what's going on, Corey? Sound effects machine will not stop me this morning. Let's get it going. Browns football preseason. Now I know. It's not sometimes the most exciting thing in the world. But we have to get through it if we're going to get to our main goal of, hey, Super Bowl maybe, playoffs, win a game, whatever your goal is for the Browns, we have to get through the preseason. And yesterday was one of those games where, as a Browns fan, a fan in general of football, it's one of those games where you got to go, well, we got to get through this one. The Browns took on the Colts, and if you were just a general fan of football and you happen to tune into the NFL Network, because that's where the game was nationally broadcast, their Facebook page was promoting it as Baker Mayfield versus Andrew Luck. Well, come on. You guys need to update that because everybody knew Andrew Luck was injured at least. And a little bit before the game, Baker's not going to play either. A lot of the starters didn't play. So, hey, it was the backups, basically. The backup game. The backup bowl, if that's what you want to call it. That's what we got yesterday against the Indianapolis Colts. 21-18 victory. Michael says, what's up, Corey? Been a busy couple of weeks for me. I missed a couple shows, but I'm back. Let's go, dog pound. Hey. You're here now. That's all that matters. We have life happens. We get busy. But I'm glad you're here now. Appreciate it. Aaron says no starters. He's crying. My guy, LA, Akron, Ohio in the house. Akron, stand up. My guy, LA. Hardest working man in Akron, Ohio. I said it. I'm saying it for all of Akron. The hardest working man in Akron. My guy, LA, in the building. Listen, it was the backup bowl. We had to sit there and watch it. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't the most entertaining game in the world. I try to be as real as I can. Some people don't like it. Some people like it. Some people, hey, they don't agree with me, but that's okay. We're not all here to just everybody agree with everybody, but that's what the game was. It wasn't the most entertaining, but you got to see what the backups could do in game situations. That's what preseason is really about, because you know what your starters are. You know what they can do for the most part. It's about those guys on the bubble. That's what it's about. We got to see Gilbert in action with the first team. Now hey, I know it's preseason. I know the Colts, a lot of their backups. So let me go to his numbers. I had to write it down. 13 of 19, 151 yards, 2 touchdowns. Now I didn't memorize it because I didn't care to memorize it. Hey, shoot me, okay? Didn't want to memorize it. I had to write it down. 13 for 19, 151 yards, and 2 touchdowns. You will see him on your screen if you're watching live. He did a good job. He looked pretty good. His first drive, he looked a little shaky, as the announcers, if you watched it locally with Cleveland, if you could. Those Indianapolis announcers, they were just absolutely biased. But hey, that's what you're supposed to be. But he looked good. I thought, at least. Let me know. How did he look to you? I thought he looked good. He looked like a backup quarterback in the NFL. Now, I understand he's going against the Colts backups. He's not going against the starters, at least not most of the starters. I understand. But I thought he did a good job given the predicament that he was put in. He knew, hey, I got to show what I can do so I can make this team. We may carry 3 quarterbacks, and he wants to be one of those 3 with Baker Mayfield and Drew Stanton. I liked what I seen from Garrett Gilbert. How did you like it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you love it? I liked it. I liked what I seen from Gilbert. The backup bowl, says Aaron. Cheryl says a lot of penalties, but hopefully they'll get better before the real season, although backups still need to improve. Morris says, if you're not wearing brown and orange, you don't matter. That's right. Hold on. I'm going to say you get a dog check, but I'm going to make sure my sound effects machine works right. So let me get you one. Just a second. I want to make sure this works for you.
Dog check!
And it worked. You get a dog check. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Dog check for you. Clyde Boy says, Gilbert really fighting for a spot. Yes, he was. He was fighting for a spot. I liked it. Another person that I liked was Dearness Johnson. Hey, hamstring injury for Dontrell Hilliard. I talked about it last week. He's probably going to make the team, Dontrell Hilliard. I wasn't saying he's not going to make the team. That's not what I was saying. I was just saying, hey, you have the number 2 job at least for 10 weeks in the bag. Don't let somebody else come in and just want to make an argument. Hey, Dearness Johnson looked pretty good to me. I'm not saying he's going to take the spot, so I don't want somebody coming in here saying, hey, did you say that? No, didn't say that. But he looked good with his time on the field. Kareem Hunt played a sneeze. That's it. A sneeze. That's all he played. A sneeze, a sniffle, 2 carries, 6 yards. Have a seat. They were like, Kareem Hunt's going to play today. He's going to get 15 to 20 snaps. Really? A sneeze is all he played. But I'm fine with it. That's okay. That's okay. He didn't play much. It was a Dearness Johnson show at running back, and I thought he played well. Caught a touchdown pass. Looked good in the running game. I liked what I liked for him. Now, you see how I'm being positive right now. I'm being positive. Positive vibes is where I'm going right now. Now, if you watched me for a while, I'm not always this positive. And we're going to get into the bad things that happened. It wasn't all rosy in the preseason game, but I'm being positive right now because I want to get that good vibe right now while we're going on the good things that happened. Johnson and Gilbert. And my guy Ellis says Gilbert did what he was supposed to do. You can't help who they put on the field. Exactly. Listen, you play with the backups. You do what you got to do. He looked good. Some people say it was just backups. Now, if he came in looked like trash, what would people say? Oh, my God. You can't even play good with backups? Get him off the team. He's terrible. That's what they would say. Do what you got to do. Play with who you play with. But you know who listen, I know it's just preseason, but he's got a lot to prove. first-year head coach, but I'm liking me some Freddie Kitchens. I just like his attitude on the sideline. You make a mistake, he's ready to lose his mind. I like that. I like a fiery coach. That's just me. That's what I like in a coach. I don't like hand clap coach. Clap, 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 clap. We made a mistake. Hand clap, clap, clap. We did a good job. Clap, clap, clap. I don't like coach clap. I want you to give me some raw emotion. And man, when you make a mistake, woo, boy, Freddie Kitchens does not want to hear it in the sideline interview. He don't want to hear nothing about positivity. He tells you what we did wrong. And now we'll get to some of the mistakes. The penalties. I know it's just backups. I understand that. But 13 penalties for 119 yards? You can't do that when it comes to money time. And Freddie Kitchens was not happy. Every mistake, a hold, a penalty, he was losing his mind on the sideline, and I clapped like Jason Garrett. I was Coach Clap on my couch. Yes, I love the emotion because we don't know what kind of head coach that he is. That's what people were saying. You don't know what you're getting in Freddie Kitchens. Can he handle it? Now, I know it's just preseason. I don't want people watching this from if they're not Browns fans or they just seen this. Oh, my God, are you saying he's the best? I'm not saying that. I just like the emotion that he brings. That's what I want in my coach. Show me some emotion. Now, everybody coaches different. I understand. But I like a coach that's going to show me emotion. He don't like mistakes. Good. Get in them, especially on preseason. Set the tone early. That's what I like to see. You got to clean up penalties. What is a penalty? I have no clue. That was absolutely terrible. He would get on me for saying that. What is a penalty? You have to clean up your penalties. Woo! That was bad. Clean up your penalties. Holding. High snaps. Come on. Come on, Corbett. Get it together. High snaps. You can't have that. You got. Come on. It's. We take that for granted that you're just going to snap the ball right. Now, I know it's not his natural position. I don't care. Snap it right. Okay. We got to get that together. It's things like that that you cannot have when it comes down to the nitty gritty of the football season. That's some of my takeaways for this game of my opening soliloquy. LA says the things about Kitchens is at least he's genuine. Previous coaches tried the fiery approach, but you could tell it was fake. I love it. Clyde says, I like Johnson's ability to catch out of the backfield. And Lori says, hey, Corey, woof, woof. Do I have something for a woof, woof? Let me look around here. Woof, woof. That's what big dogs do. You know what big dogs do. Dog pound. Stand up if you're with me. Cleveland Browns. I'm looking at my phone. Everybody watching with me, I appreciate you here on YouTube. Now, that's some of my analysis of the game at the beginning. What miscues did you not like? What did you like? Let me know in the comments if you're watching live. I appreciate you watching with me. What did you like? What didn't you like? If you watch it later, let me know what you like, what you didn't like. Like, share. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to our YouTube page. The season is coming rapidly. 21 days until kickoff. I'm ready. But speaking of kickoff, now I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. What we going to do with this kicking situation? Now, I know some people could say, hey, kickers miss field goals. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? You're in a dome. A dome. There's no wind. None. No wind. I don't care if the roof was open. Okay? Perfect kicking situations. I don't care if it was 53 yards. I don't care if one was 52 yards. This is your trial. And both of them missed both their field goals. Both of them 0 for 1. Now, they made their extra points. Should I give a hand clap? Maybe. I don't care. What are we going to do here? One of them's got to make it, right? One of them's got to get picked. Now, I know in practice, supposedly, Greg Joseph was booming them. He was making them. Somebody told me last week, and I was like, good. I'm glad to hear that. But I don't like what I'm seeing. This If you want to be a winning team, you have to make your field goals. Now, I know you can't harp on it. It's just no. Field goals is one of the most important things in football. I don't want to have a heart attack this year when my kicker trots onto the field because we're going to make field goals. Let's be honest. We're not going to score touchdowns every time on the field. It's just not going to happen. That would be great. That would be lovely. That means we'd win the Super Bowl. Hands down. Sorry for hitting my mic like that. Hands down, we'd win the Super Bowl if we scored touchdowns every time. We'd be the best team in NFL history. That's not going to happen. Let's be real. We're going to need our field goal kickers. Kicker, whoever gets chosen. And right now, from what I seen last week, now I know it's just one game. It's one miss. I could be overreacting. Sometimes I do that. I go off raw emotion. That's just me. That's how I am. But we have got to get this together. Both of them. And I'm just shaking my head, dropping it. I'm shaking my head like this is actually a game that's needed. I know I say, and I'm being a hypocrite right now, the outcome doesn't matter. It doesn't. But I don't want to see missed field goals. How do you feel about the field goals? Lori says, I think Johnson did very well. He's making sure he has a spot. Aaron says, didn't get to watch it. Wasn't televised in Cali. And LA says, they still can't cover a tight end. They torched us in that area. You know what, LA? I agree with you on that. We've been getting torched by a tight end for I don't know how many years. First, I thought it was just the defensive scheme, having your safety all the way in the end zone when they're on the 20. Well, of course you're not going to stop the tight end. I mean, middle of the field is wide open, but we're still struggling. Now, I'm not making any excuses, but they have one of the better tight ends in Eric Ebron, but he wasn't the only one eaten as well. So, we are struggling with sticking tight ends. I agree with you 100%. But I think that's something you can work on and you can get better. New coaching scheme. Maybe they can fix that. I'm hoping that. I'm praying that. How do you fix a kicker? I don't know. How do you make them make a kick? How do you make a kicker make a kick? I mean, you can do a scheme with a tight end. You can switch. But how do you make somebody make a kick? Like how do you make a kicker make a kick? I don't know. If I hit my mic one more time, sorry about that, guys. How do you make a kicker make a kick? That's what I'm worried about. You can't scheme a kicker to make a kick. That's got me a little bit worried. It just does. Clyde says, like I said before, we just need to punt, go for it, or go for two. It seems field goals are not an option. Aaron says we need to make those kicks. Morris says Damon Sheehy Giuseppe 8 yards, wondering about his fate. He really didn't have an opportunity to make a play. I mean, they were all over him when he got it. You've seen the frustration on his face. I'm trying to make sure I get the name right. Mara, I hope I'm saying it right. If I'm butchering your name, I'm sorry. Mora, I hope I'm saying it right. But he seemed frustrated to me. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. But he wanted to make a play. I think the first two punt returns, if I recall right, like he really wanted to make a play. He looked frustrated. He looked angry. I hope that doesn't make the outcome of his roster spot was his punt returns yesterday. You're not going to break one every game. You're not going to have great punt returns every game. I hope that doesn't affect his roster spot because I like the guy. I love the story. But I hope that doesn't affect it. He looked angry that he couldn't make a play. He wanted to make a play. But I didn't see the opportunities when he had it. But that's my observation on it. And then my phone wants to act weird. Oh, thank you. Thank you, technology. I love you. But yes, that's my observation on it. Like I said, I could be wrong, but that's just me. Let me know how you think on that as my phone wants to act stupid as I try to get to your comments. Thank you, phone. I love you. I love you very much. But that is how I see it with Sheehy. There you go. Thank you. LA says Sheehy was injured. Sheehy was injured. Thank you for the update. Hardest working man in Akron, Ohio. Thank you, LA, for the update. Back to my kicker situation. Man, I don't know. I really don't know. It's starting to worry me. We have 2 games left in the preseason. I don't know who's ahead in the kicking battle. That got me worried. I just don't know. You can't go for 2 every time. I understand what you're saying, Clyde. I mean, the talent that we have, who knows? But you're chasing points if you don't get them. You have to make kicks. What happens when we need to go for 3? You can't go for 4th every time. That has me worried. But I'm going to stay positive. We have 2 weeks left. Hopefully somebody figures it out. Let me know. Who's going to win? Who is going to figure that out? Mamoni90 says, also about the tight end, shouldn't be in the case because of most of these guys aren't going to make the team. And most part, our number 1 defense is going to be legit. I agree with that. Ellie says 1 to 8 for third downs is a concern for me as well. It is a concern. Now, you know me. If Baker was out there, I'd be a little more. But not making an excuse. But if it was Baker and them boys, I'd be, oh Lord, what is going on around here? But since it was the backups, I'm a little on it. We'll be all right. We'll see what happens this Friday when we do take on the Washington Redskins. I am 100% sure on that. If you didn't watch the show last week, I absolutely butchered the schedule. But we do take on Washington this week. I am 100% sure on that. Baker and them boys will play against Washington. But we will get into that. The segue that I must say I did pretty well. Did you have an issue with the starters not playing? Not going to say all the starters, but you know what I mean. Baker, Chubb, OBJ, Landry, Denzel Ward, Myles Garrett, David Njoku. You know, the players everybody knows. Vernon played a little bit. Richardson played a little bit. Did you have a problem with those starters not playing yesterday? Did you have an issue? Now, of course, some people were bummed. We're going to be bummed, but I mean an issue. Like, were you really upset? Did you have a problem with the strategist of the coach? How could you not play the starters at least a series? Like, were you upset at that? Not bummed, not mad, but upset. You didn't like the call. Were you upset that the starters didn't play? Norma says it's Tampa this weekend. Yes, it is, Norma. It's Tampa. I am 100% sure. Tampa this Friday. Keep our starters fresh for real games, says Mora. And Laura and LA says no issues. This week is dress rehearsal week, so we will see them more. Hey, you two are on the side that I'm on this one. If anybody else agrees or disagrees, let me know. But here's how I see it. I mean, you had joint practices this week with the Colts. Starters were doing their thing. You seen Nick Chubb breaking away from everybody. What else is there for the starters to do? To me, in a preseason game, I don't see the issue. Not at all. Now, I'm not going to lie. When I read they're not playing, a little tear may have dribbled down my cheek just for a second, because I'm human. I want to see Baker and them boys play for a series. That's just the human element. But was I upset? No. Sit down. I've told you. Listen, week 1, and that's the most important thing to me. They had joint practices. They played against the Colts. Starters played. I'm fine with it. I am fine. You got little nagging injuries, too, that need to get healed up. This is not the time. And like my guy LA said, hardest working man in Akron, we all know what week 3 is. Week 3 is the closest thing that you will see to what you're going to see September 8th against Tennessee. The closest thing. It's not going to be the replicate because they're not playing the whole game. They'll play like the first half. But everybody knows week 3 against Tampa Bay, preseason week 3, is the closest thing you'll see to what it's going to look like when the real deal shows up. That's what we're going to see. This is going to be the game. We're going to be, oh, okay. So I had no problem at all with them sitting down. I might have had a little tear, just a little one, just a smidge. when I read they weren't showing up, they weren't playing. But that wasn't me being mad at the strategy or none of that. That was just knowing, not going to see Baker, not going to see Chubb, not going to see Garrett. It's okay, though. It's okay. Strategy-wise, perfect. Have a seat. Let's see what the backups can do. And Friday, when you get off work, whatever you do, if you're off work, you can just get ready to see them boys. So I had no problem with it. Not at all. I'm good with it. And if you did have a problem with it, hey, let me know. I can't do anything about it. LA might can do something about it because that's the guy. You know, he got some connections. Hardest working man in Akron. I'm gonna keep saying that too. But let me know how you feel in the comment section. If you had a problem with it, I see people are saying it's cool. That's what we do. Friday is what we're waiting on. Let's see how it's going to go down. And I agree with you guys. That's how I feel about it. No issues at all. Have a seat next to Freddie. I'm cool with it. I want to appreciate everybody for watching Everything Browns Nation podcast. I'm Corey Boyd. If you're new, if you're old, you know the name by now. If you're new and you catch this on the replay, and if you're still watching at this time, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube page if you haven't already. I appreciate all the new subscribers. I really do. Trying to get, just different content out for the Browns. We got love. We got hate. We're going to talk about that a little later. We got all kinds of things going on with Cleveland. This is our year. Years to come. This is it. So we got to get this going now. Like, share, love, everything Browns Nation. I appreciate it. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up, YouTube people. I appreciate you guys. And, besides Baker Mayfield, there's another guy that's going to be let's just say, a lightning rod for this team. Good or bad, whatever you want to call it. Because whatever he does, it's scrutinized. It doesn't matter. If he has Frosted Flakes for breakfast, how could you not have Captain Crunch? What are you doing? And that guy is not Nick Chubb. Nope. Not talking about him. I'm talking about Mr. If you don't know who I'm talking about.
Dog check!
I'm talking about Mr. OBJ himself. Odell Beckham Jr. supposedly is dealing with a hip injury. Now, this is not anything breaking news. Everybody probably knows about this by now. He says it's nothing. Mere bag of shells. If it was regular season, he'd be playing, he says. Now, he's had a hip injury back in LSU. He's had a hip injury back with the Giants. He didn't miss any games when he had the hip injury with the Giants. Mostly his ankle injuries when he missed games. Are you worried at all that he has a hip injury already, supposedly? Do you have any worries? 1 to 10. 0 being, I said 1. 1 to 10. 1 being nah. 10 being, man, I'm a little worried. I mean, when you look at him, when you watch him, seems fine to me. Catching one-handed catches, running, playing the drums. He looks cool to me. But do you have any worries at all that he is dealing with a hip injury this early in the season, supposedly? But he says he's good. Do you have any worries? Let me know in the comments if you're worried at all. Lori says, yes, it's cool. Have a seat. Mara says, or Mara, I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm just going to say both of them. Hopefully I have it right because I don't like butchering names, but I am the king of butchering. She says, I'm living in Tampa now. You should hear these Bucs fans think they have a chance against our Browns. LOL. Salute to you. Man, listen. In Ohio, I'm getting hate. I live in Columbus, Ohio, and I get hate. So I only can imagine you. Salute to you out in Tampa, repping Cleveland. I know they're probably giving you the blues because you're in Tampa. You wear a brown shirt. They probably want to throw eggs at you or something. Don't you let them do that, though. Don't you let them. Appreciate you repping the Browns. LA says hip injury, a.k.a. load management. You got to love load management. Ain't nothing wrong with some load management. Listen. If Kawhi Leonard load management's all the way to an NBA title, then we can load manage our stars in the preseason. I have no problem with load management, LA. From a 1 to 10, am I worried? I'm going to give it a 1. Now, I know people are going to say, well, you should say that. You're a Browns fan. It's called Everything Browns Nation. You have a Cleveland shirt on. You have a Cleveland hat. Me as a Giants fan, I am glad he is gone. Good riddance. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, that's how you feel, but that's how I feel. Hey, I'm not going to poo-poo on your opinion, but right now, to me, I'm not worried. Who am I to say anything about somebody else's body? If he says he's not worried, who am I to say, hey, oh, I'm worried, buddy? Because when I had a hip injury, when I was going to work, it hurt. And I was out for a week. No. If he says he's not worried, I'm not. Okay? I'm not. Now, I could be proven wrong, but I'm just going to take the man for his word. If he says he's not worried, now, if they say he had an ankle injury, the same ankle that's been bothered, yeah, I'd be a little worried. I'd be a little worried. I don't care what, and then I would say, I don't care what you say. And then you can call me a hypocrite. But listen, if he says he's not worried, he played when he had a hip injury before, it didn't bother, didn't slow him down. I'm not worried. The man should know his body. Kawhi management, load management. I'm fine with it. If he says he's not worried, I am not going to be like, hey, I know your body better than you. I'm at a 10. Now, some people could be worried just because, and I can understand it. Man, I'm just worried because I'm anxious. I want to see him on the field. I can get that. I can get that kind of worry. But if you just want to say, oh, no, I had a bad hip. All right, I guess. Of course, Giants fans are going to come out because they just want to hate. And that's cool, too. It is what it is. But I'm not worried at all. I give it a 1 because I said 1 to 10. So I'm going to give it a 1. Not worried. You can let me know how worried you are. Is it the excitement? You just want to see him on the field? I'm not worried. Let it be what it be. He said September 8th. He don't want to let Baker Mayfield down. He will be on the field, ready to roll. That's all I want to hear. Salute to you. Let's go. I don't want to see him against Washington either. I'm going to get that out the way right now. I don't want to see you against Washington. Sit down. No, I'm good. September 8th is when I want to see you. Have a seat. I'm fine with it. But that's my thoughts on that. If you're worried, you can let me know. I'm not worried at all. Not at all. And I appreciate you guys. My guy Ellis says, Josh Gordon returning. What are your thoughts? Now, good question. Good question, LA. Let me switch a little something here because that's not Josh Gordon. What are my thoughts on Josh Gordon? Now, I'm not going to bash the guy at all. He's getting another chance. That's good. I mean, you get chances in life. Kudos to him. Hopefully he succeeds. I was a Josh Gordon guy. Dorsey proved me wrong. I think back on the field in New England didn't work out last year. But I will say this. Call me a conspiracy theorist, okay? I could be totally off my rocker here. It could be my hate for Tom Brady. You guys know. Or if you're new, I am the #1, probably most Tom Brady hater in America. The man's great. Don't get me wrong. I ain't taking nothing away from him. But if he was on Cleveland right now, would he be reinstated? That's just the question I got. That's all I'm asking. I mean, hey, I'm just saying, man. I'm just asking the question. But I hope he finally gets it. Because this is 1, 2, 3. He's had a lot of chances. I hope he finally gets it. I'm not listening. I'm not the bash on somebody. I'm not the one. I'm not even going to say, man, you got millions of dollars. Are you kidding? I'm not even going to say that. I'm not walking in his shoes. To me, I would think if I had $8 million, I wouldn't even need. But addiction is different for everybody else. But I will say this. I'm just a conspiracy theorist. It could be my hatred for Tom Brady. But if he was on Cleveland, will he be reinstated already? It's just a question. It's just a question I got out there. It could be my conspiracy theorist. Oh, Corey, you're hating. Thumbs down. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I said I was hating, so come on. Like, come up with something else. I just said I was hating, okay? But it could be me. That's just a conspiracy theory I threw out there. Hey, you know how long it took for him to get back when he was with us? How long it took him to get back with us? I'm just saying. But I hope he finally gets it. I hope he gets it. He's got another chance. I hope he doesn't waste it. And that's all I got on Josh Gordon. Good luck to him. No hate, no shade my way. Not at all. But that's my thoughts on Josh Gordon. Hopefully he gets it. But that's just my little theory. That's my hatred. There's no hate going out there. Now, if he played for, Seattle, I wouldn't even have that theory. But that's just me. George says, what's up, people? Watching from the Gwinnett Stripes game against the Rail Riders. What up, George? Minor League Baseball. I like your multi. Man, listen. Hold on. George.
Dog check.
Shout out to George. Multitasking. Brian says, Washington, ? You got to elaborate. Washington. Did I got something about Washington? I don't know. Yeah, that lost me there. But Washington, did I say something about Washington? I don't know. But we played Tampa Bay. I did say Tampa Bay. We do play Tampa Bay this week. Friday, Tampa Bay. I got it right this time. We're playing Tampa Bay. And it does say Tampa Bay number 7. I don't know. But let me know what you're saying about Washington. Because I'm paranoid about the schedule now. Because I blew it last week. But yeah, Tampa Bay. But yeah, let me know what you mean about Washington, my guy. Oh, I keep saying Washington? I meant Tampa Bay. Oh, my bad. Tampa Bay. Man, I don't know why I got Washington. My bad. Tampa Bay. I meant Tampa Bay. Dang it. Why I keep saying Washington? Was it Dwayne Haskins maybe? I don't know. My bad. Tampa Bay. We played Tampa Bay. It's on the screen. Why do I keep saying Washington? I don't know. My bad, Brian. Good luck in LA. Tampa Bay this Friday. Why am I saying Washington? Maybe because Dwayne Haskins is my guy. That's why I'm going to say it. But Tampa Bay this Friday. My bad. Tampa Bay. That's what I be meaning to say. Tampa Bay this Friday. It even rhymes. Why do I say Washington? Good looking, Brian. Tampa Bay. Thank you. Thank you, Brian in LA. Tampa Bay this Friday. Can't wait. But that's my thoughts on Josh Gordon. Speaking of OBJ, who I don't want to play against Tampa Bay, and who didn't play against Washington the first week of the preseason. Don't know why I keep saying them. My bad. And when y'all watch this on the replay, like, oh my God, he messed up the schedule again. Not really, but oh well. Speaking of OBJ, I don't know if you read it, but Boomer Esiason, former Bengal, current NFL analyst, he called out our guy OBJ. He said, hey, OBJ quit on the Giants last year. He said he quit on them. As I quote, he said he took himself off the field last year for 4 games after making $19 million. I quote, that takes a lot of chestnuts. Boomer Esiason. Wow. Now listen. That takes a lot of guts to just call somebody a quitter. I mean, to quit. When you call somebody a quitter, that takes a lot of guts. Now, you say he missed the final 4 games of the season with a mysterious injury that revealed that the star and the team could not see eye to eye about. Now, this is the Kawhi Leonard thing again. Kawhi in San Antonio, now OBJ in New York. This is the first time I heard about this. It may not be new, but Boomer Esiason saying he quit. How do you guys feel about that? He said, we still love you, not going anywhere, love the show. Appreciate that, my guy, Brian. Tampa Bay, and I'm going to say it again. Tampa Bay this Friday. Tampa Bay. Now, to say somebody quit, man, listen, you better have some cold, hard facts. Now, I know everybody in New York is like, yeah, he quit. He quit on us. Okay. Guarantee if he was still there, we love him. We love OBJ. Get rid of Eli. He's terrible. But now that he's gone, he's trash. He quit. He's gone. He's a quitter. Good luck, Cleveland. He's going to quit on you after he loses his first game. Okay. I mean, it takes a lot of guts to say somebody quit. He had a quad injury. They didn't agree with it. They said he took himself off the field. It was a game where he threw a touchdown. I believe it was to Saquon Barkley. They're saying that's the last game that he played. They said he quit. They just said he quit. He was done. He took his $19 million and went home. My thing is this. Here's my thing. If he quit, like say he did quit, right? Say I know what, I'm done. Why would he be so upset he got traded? But why is he so mad he got traded? Like when he got traded, he was hurt and he was just sad and mad, but he quit on the team, but he's mad he got traded. Those two things don't work for me. And then I know he came out and said, it wasn't working for me. But your initial feelings is how you feel. That's your initial feelings is how you feel. At that moment, he was upset he got traded. So if he quit, why is he mad he got traded? That's what I don't get. He's a quitter, but he was mad he got traded from the team he quit on. You figured he was happy. You figured he would throw a party that he got traded from the team he quit on. Like, I just don't understand. Like, how you gonna call somebody? Like, listen, like I said, I've never played football at a high level like these guys, like Boomer Esiason and Odell Beckham Jr. No. But to call somebody, do you understand what you're saying about this man? You're saying this man quit on Saquon Barkley, Eli Manning. Okay, those are the two marquee stars. Evan Ingram, Shepard. We can go down the line. He quit on all those teammates that love him. He just quit. I'm done. I'm going home to a team that I signed an extension to, that I plan on being on. I'm just going to quit and come back next year and try again. Oh, okay. But if that's what you say, that's what Boomer Esiason says. He said he quit of the injury. I don't know. He had 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns or something. Okay, I'm good as long as I get my 1,000-yard season. Oh. So he got 1,000 yards and then he quit to a team that he signed an extension to. So if he quit, he wanted to make sure he got his money, and then he knew he was going to get traded. Okay. I mean, hey, if that's your theory, that's fine. But to call somebody a quitter, that's that Skip Bayless stuff with Kawhi Leonard. Like you just okay. But I don't know why you and your feelings, because you're not even a Giants fan. That's just something to call somebody a quitter. To me, is crossing the line. Like, I'm never gonna call somebody a quitter. I've called people a lot of things, but not a quitter. I'll say you're terrible. That's mean too, but that's me and my feelings at that moment. But to call somebody a quitter, I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little emotional about this because he's on my team. But to call somebody a quitter, just to say he quit, the man with all that talent, he got 1,000 yards, so he quit. The man was throwing touchdown passes. He was doing Eli Manning's job, but he quit. Okay. But that's how I feel about that. I think that was not a good assessment by Boomer Esiason, who was a pretty darn good quarterback. I'm not going to throw any shade at him just because he played for the Bengals. That's not me. But that's how I feel about it. Let me know in the chat how you feel. LA says that's reckless speculation. Them are fighting words. Exactly. And Hungry Dog says go Browns.
Dog check!
That's right. Go Browns. Go Browns.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
Hopefully you guys woke up feeling dangerous. I'm glad you guys are still with me, rocking with me, and all my mess ups going live. Washington, don't know where that came from. Maybe Dwayne Haskins was on the brain, but it's Tampa Bay. If I said it 1,000 times, I'm going to say it again. Tampa Bay this Friday, because last week I said it was the Colts and I blew it. I don't know what's going on with me, but I'll be trying my best every week to get better and better. Thanks for rocking with me. This is the Everything Browns Nation live podcast show. If you like the video, give it a like, give it a share. Tell all your Browns friends, because we are coming up on the season when it matters most. And I tell you this, it's going to be fun. Listen, I keep it real as I can be. If you've never watched the show before, I don't pick us to win every single game. I'm not one of those fans. If you are, that's cool. If you think we're going to go 16-0, 19-0, cool. That's not me. And when I'm wrong, I will roast myself on air. I have no problem doing it because nobody's perfect. I don't care. I will roast myself. I will eat crow when I'm wrong. That is fine with me. I can't wait for the season to start. I'm excited. I'm pumped. But it brings me to my next question, because the leader of this team in Complex Magazine, I believe it was, Colin Cowherd act like it was a magazine he's never heard of in his life. I believe it's Complex, some publication. I don't know. He says people want the Browns to lose because the hype is real. Woo! Say it again.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
People want the Browns to lose because the hype is real.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
Do you agree with that statement? People want us to lose because the Browns' hype is real. Let me know. Hungry says, thank you, brother. Thank you, Hungry. Aaron says, Montgomery and Strong looking good. Yes, they were. Forgot to leave them out and hope they make the team. Do people want to see us lose because the hype is real?
I woke up feeling dangerous.
I said it 3 times because that statement right there, I'm going to tell you how I feel. I am 100% with Baker. Y'all could disagree with me, but I'm going to tell you like this. People that don't even matter, like I can say this, I don't even matter. And when it comes down to the nitty gritty, like if I go missing for 2 weeks, okay, y'all might miss me, my family will miss me, but I'm talking about in the national media of it, I don't matter, right? Okay, but let's go into like the national media. Unfortunately, Cal Turd matters a little bit because people go, oh my God, ratings, blah, blah, blah. Stephen A. Smith. But I'm talking about people that don't even matter. I'm talking about, I just see people just all willy-nilly, like for no apparent reason. Now, I see Cincinnati fans, right? They go, oh my God, Browns fans are just the worst. They are the worst. I think I hate them more than Steeler fans now. What? Like, okay. The hype is why people want us to lose. I say us because we are Browns fans. And I'm going to listen, it's the hype why they want us to lose. Why? Because when we were terrible, we were the laughing stock, the clowns, king of the preseason. And they still say that. I don't understand. What we're supposed to do, lose preseason games? We're supposed to lose? Supposed to go out there and lose? We win a preseason game, we still get dogged. Oh, king of the preseason. Whatever. But people... I hate Browns fans. They're so obnoxious. Yo, when you get Baker Mayfield and OBJ, hello, you're going to be excited. That makes no sense to me. What are we supposed to do? Well, you know, I still think our team is trash. Hopefully we win a couple games. Now, I know you're supposed to be optimistic. Now, if somebody's saying we're going 19-0, okay, that's a little far. But let them dream. We've been terrible forever. You got people like Stephen A. Smith. They ain't even played a game. Duh. Wow. Tell me something I didn't know. Colin Cowherd, every other second he got something to say about something. I'm making up a story. Baker Mayfield ate Wheaties. Why? Because Jordan did? What? That makes no sense. Am I divorced? It makes no sense. I don't understand. Like, let us live. So I agree, it is the hype. It's the expectations. That's why people want to see us lose. Now, he went on in an article saying, I don't have the direct article in front of me, but he was saying that everybody doesn't want to see us lose. Not everybody, but it's the hype. The hype is the reason why people want to see us lose. And I agree with him. People are coming out of nowhere. The hate is, oh my goodness. Oh, how long you been a Brown? Really? Do I got to go through my resume? No, I'm only going to give you the time of the day. But the hype is the reason why people want to see us lose. Everybody wants to see us lose. And listen, I think we are going to prove the hype. But listen, when you get a star like Odell Beckham Jr. and a franchise quarterback like OBJ and Miles, I can go down the list. What do you expect fans to do? What do you expect them to do? Oh, nothing? Just sit down and drink tea and do nothing? Like, I don't understand it. To me, it baffles me. People just want to hate. You haven't done anything. You haven't been to the playoffs since 2002. Okay, we know this. Thank you. Kelly Holcomb was your quarterback. Okay. Thank you. We know this. It amazes me, but I agree with Baker Mayfield. And I think he's the right person to be the head man in charge. He lives with that chip on his shoulder, and everybody who hates, thank you, because he thrives off of it. I love it, and we need it. I agree with everything that he says. Hungry says 10-6. Ellie said we were cool when we were terrible, but now you can't be confident. I don't care. I'm hype. Thank you. Yeah, because no one wants Cleveland to do good, says Norman. Aaron says heading to church but still listening. Appreciate that. George says I'm having a nice cold beer for you. Appreciate that. The world is full of haters, says Clyde. I agree. People definitely want us to lose. It wasn't cool to be a Cleveland fan. Like, it was not cool. Like, when I said I liked the Browns, people said, I'm sorry. People laughed. Oh, man. I feel bad for you, man. Dang, you going to be last in your division, homie. Oh, man. You wearing that Brown stuff, man? You want to come over to my team, dog? I feel bad for you, man. So what draft pick you going to get next year? Who y'all looking at in the draft? And this is week 1. I'm getting this on week 1. Who y'all looking at the draft, man? Did you look at Mal Kiper's mock draft, dog? Now, who y'all going to get? Like, it wasn't cool to be a Cleveland fan. It wasn't cool at all. But we were still here. But now, oh, you guys have done nothing. Baker's overrated. When OBJ has 2 catches for 13 yards and y'all win, watch him kick a net. Okay. But it comes with the territory. People just like to hate the hate. It is what it is. You just got to live with it, man. You got to live with it. But it's annoying. I'm not going to lie. It's very annoying. Like, oh my goodness, it's annoying. It is. Like I said, at least admit you're hating. At least I can admit when I hate. I admit I'm a Tom Brady hater. I can admit it. I can admit he's great. But I admit when I hate. Why can't you at least do that? I'm not hating. I'm just saying, man. What? Okay. But it's the hype. I agree with Baker. He's the right man for it. He said the chatter doesn't matter, but understand that critics are waiting to say that they're too hyped up. And he's right. I found the article right away. I had to look around. As soon as the Browns lose a game, which it will happen, it will. See? I told you. All the stuff in the offseason, the Duke Johnson trade and OBJ. I told you the new coach. I told you it was going to go all downhill. As soon as they lose a game, it's going to spread like wildfire. That's what it's going to do. And he knows it. They're ready for it. So we got to get ready for it. We have to get prepared because they're going to come on us like wildfire. But it's going to be okay. So I believe it. People want to hate. Yes, Mamoni. Yep, I know we already played Washington. I meant to say Tampa Bay. I meant to say it. I think it's because I'm a Dwayne Haskins fan. I meant to say it. As you can see, number 7, if you look at the bottom on the left-hand screen, left side, Cleveland versus Tampa Bay, it's right there. I don't know why I was saying Washington, but it's Tampa Bay. I had Tampa Bay on the brain. I don't know why I was saying Washington. I don't know. But if you were listening, I don't know why I was saying Washington. I don't know. I can't even give it to you. But you're right. It is Tampa Bay. It's on the screen. We're playing Tampa Bay Friday. But thank you for listening. I appreciate it. My bad on that. Like I said, hey, I'm not perfect, but we are playing Tampa Bay Friday. I'm calling it Tampa Bay Friday at 7:30. Tampa Bay Friday. So when people go back and listen, they're going to be like, why does he keep saying Washington? Oh, my God. Oh, he is terrible. Thumbs down. I know I'm going to get it. And it's cool. I said Washington. What did I say last week? I said Tampa Bay last week instead of the Colts. And now this week I was saying Washington for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe it was Dwayne Haskins. I'm a fan. But here nor there. It's Tampa Bay Friday. Embrace the hate. Tampa Bay Friday at 7:30 p.m. So when you watch this back, if you watch it, my bad. But it's Tampa Bay Friday. The Buccaneers, Jameis Winston, Bruce Arians, and the crew. Bruce, who wanted to coach the Browns really, really bad. I mean, he really wanted to coach Cleveland. He was throwing his name in the hat before the hat was even out. So that's Friday. Browns at Buccaneers. See, I even had it ready, as you can see on your screen in a little bit. Browns at Buccaneers, fired up. But hey, it's okay. Browns at Buccaneers this Friday. Dress rehearsal. Starters, at least a half. That's how it goes. That's what we're looking forward to. The final preseason game. Morris said, I love what I've seen from Freddie. Everyone has underestimated him from what I've seen. I love it too. I said it previously before I was being terrible on the Washington part when I meant Tampa Bay being absolutely ridiculous. Thumbs down to me, but hopefully you still give me a thumbs up. But I love Freddie's emotion. You make a mistake, he's fired up. That's what I like to see. I don't want to see a coach clap. Don't coach clap me to death. Like, if I'm being terrible, let me know. Like, Mamoni90, let me know. Hey, you keep saying Washington, buddy. Hey, he's getting Freddie on me. Hey, it's Tampa Bay, buddy. Are you kidding me? I know it's Tampa Bay. My bad. But let me know. Like Freddie said, hey, a high snap again, buddy. What are you doing? 13 penalties. What are you doing? I love Freddie's emotion. Tampa Bay. I can't wait for Friday. It is Tampa Bay this week. I am almost 100% sure it's Tampa Bay at 7:30. What are you excited about? I'm just excited to see what we look like in the entire first half. Defense, offense, versus their offense, versus their defense. What is our first team offense going to look like? Because we seen when they came out against Washington in the first game. Now, I know that's right. When they did the quick 2-minute drill, and they're not going to do that every possession in the first half. So what's the offense going to look like now when they come out with Baker and the boys? What's it going to look like? So what is our offense going to look like when it's at a steady pace? Because I don't believe they're going to do that every drive. I just don't believe it. When they played against Washington, the first team, they didn't play against the Colts because they just starters didn't play. So when they come out against Tampa Bay, what are they going to look like? I want to see that. And what's our defense going to look like? What's that line going to look like? Are they going to be able to cover the tight end this week? Are the penalties going to get cleaned up? Will the kickers make a kick? Please. Anybody. Will the kickers make a kick? Somebody let me know. That's what I want to see. What are you looking forward to? I'm fired up. Friday, Tampa Bay, 7:30 p.m. At least that's what I heard. I could be wrong on the time because they could switch it. Who knows? But I know it's Tampa Bay on Friday. Cleveland, Tampa Bay. Let's go. I'm pumped up. Hopefully you're as excited as I am. It's not the last preseason game, but the last preseason game that's really going to get our juices flowing before the final game against Detroit. We all know how that goes. And then we're on Tennessee. That's what it's about. I want to thank everybody who's still watching, who watched, who came in. My bad on the Washington thing. If you're still with me, you're with me. If you're not, hey, it's all good too. We got to do what we got to do. We got to stick together. Go against the hate because we're going to get it. People want to see us lose. But I will be here next week, 12 o'clock, same place, same station / YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, share to all your Browns friends and family and everybody that you know, because we're going to have some fun. Can't wait for Friday. Break down what we saw, what we love, what we hate, what we liked, all that good stuff for everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me on this Sunday. Clyde said, it's all good, Corey. You are the man. I try to be. You guys are really the MVPs of this show. Without you, none of this would happen. Moore says, I hope we get a kicker when the roster cuts come. Norma says, we really haven't seen what the Browns offense really look like, and that is great. Neither has other teams. LA says, great show. So, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate all you guys. Appreciate the love. Next week, I will make sure I will write it down. I will put it in my phone. Cleveland versus Detroit. Preseason game week 4. And they played Tampa Bay. Whether they won or they lost. I will put it in my phone. And I will make sure to not get any teams wrong. That is my goal and my only goal. I can't promise anything else, though. See, I'm not going to give you that. But I will promise that I will see y'all next week. Same time. Like, share, subscribe, love. I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all next week. I'm out. Corey Boy, Everything Browns Nation, Dog Pound. Peace.